Everyone says the new Amex Platinum perks are great for travelers. But if you're retired and living abroad, those perks might cost you more than they will save you.
Hi, my name is Yemi.
And I'm Talks.
Welcome back in. We are Joyful Life Travel, and we're here to talk about the new Amex Platinum released benefits that just became public a few days ago. So, before we begin, can you let us know where you're calling from? Where are you watching us from? And please don't forget to share this video by the end of it. If this means anything to you that you think anybody else can benefit from it, please hit share and hit that subscribe button. So here's the issue here, guys. Recently, Amex Platinum card, they have increased their fees. It went from $6.95 to $8.95 to the annual fees that you pay for holding the card. And if you're a couple like we are, or you have adult children or family members that you've added onto the card, that second person, for them to have a platinum card on your account costs about $200, right?
$195.
Here's the deal. Is this worth it? When some of the perks, some of the newer perks that they've put on are only perks that's available for you if you stay put in the US 12 months out of the year.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this.
For example, so streaming credits. What good is Hulu or Netflix or whatever it is that you cannot watch where you are, because they have a separate program for where you are. And a lot of countries don't even allow US-based subscriptions anyway. So that's how the window. Dining credits. A lot of them only works in the US. Now, some do work outside the US, but a lot of them, most of them are for US users. So that's how the door too. Equinox, most expats living abroad will not step in one of those because they don't exist outside the US.
Equinox is like Peloton. So for those retirees that are exercise and fitness minded, first of all, you're going to have to get that machine to where you are.
Yes.
So let's start with that, like the bike.
Yeah.
So this is not a benefit that a lot of retirees who are living abroad or digital nomads can actually use.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and then Walmart credit, very good if you live in the US. I haven't seen Walmart in Ecuador here. Have you?
no, I haven't.
So
And even all through Southeast Asia, I think the only place we've been in Europe that we saw Walmart was in the UK,
yes.
because there is Walmart in the UK. So if Walmart is important to you, if those credits are important to you, then it becomes a little difficult as you're traveling as a digital nomad or as a retired person to actually get the benefits of those.
Yes. So Amex wants to market this as a premium card for global citizens, but retirees need universal values, not perks that are based only in the US. Let's look at the numbers. If you don't fly Delta or use Centurion lounges, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Uber credits, that only applies if you're in the US. We were in Costa Rica a few years back, and we used Uber copiously. We never got a cent back.
Yeah, so basically what's happening with this benefits, while on paper they may look fabulous, but if you're spending any considerable time outside of the country, this benefits will not add value to your life. Basically, you'll be leaving quite a chunk of money on the table if you continue with the Amex Platinum card. You know, Platinum card needs to figure out a way to market global perks so that whenever we travel, everyone can enjoy them.
Yes. So what's the solution?
Well, here's the deal. We always say this on this channel. Please do your due diligence, okay? What looks good on paper may not always fit your life or your financial situation. So what we've recommended is going through all of these cards because I mean traveling internationally and globally, we do have a few cards in our arsenal. Okay, and yes, um, full disclosure, we currently do have the Amex Platinum.
Yeah.
With this recent rate increase, we figured some of you all may be in the same boat that we're in. So we're literally looking at it and figuring out, does this still work for us? You know, so what we've thought about, have the option of local credit options, you know, depending on where you are. I know that I believe in Australia, they offer options for the local people there that actually I've been eyeing one of their credit card options in Australia. I'm like, why can't we have this? You
You
know,
don't live
why
in
can't we have
Australia,
this
yeah.
in the United States? But unfortunately, you cannot. And I believe the one I'm talking about, I think it actually gives you Star Alliance Gold Elite benefit.
So bottom line, evaluate local credit options. We have seen people in Ecuador, Malaysia, and Vietnam retirees do better with local cards paired with a global Visa card. So what's the takeaway?
Well, here's the thing. Amex, like we have been members for decades now. Amex makes sense
You
if
live
you
in the
are in the
US.
United States,
Yeah.
okay? But it may not be worth that pricey membership rate hike, you know? So with the right strategy of maybe pairing cards like the local card with choosing no foreign transaction fee option cards and using the perks that you actually will redeem, you know, you can still travel affordably in retirement.
Yeah. And our rule of thumb is if you have a card and the perks do not cover what you're paying for the card, then it's not worth it. Now, we do prefer that not only does it cover, it goes a little bit above what we use it for. But if it's not, we tend to get rid of such cards. So, and that's what we're evaluating with Amex in our own personal lives.
Yes, right now it's like not just the perks that they're offering, because they've added a bunch of new perks, but what perks would you actually value? What perks would fit into your life the way you've set it up?
That you can actually use.
That you can actually use. So it doesn't matter if you put in down 2,000 worth of perks. If I'm only going to use 200 of those 2,000 perks, then it's not good value for me.
Mhm.
You know, and that's why we thought we'll hop on in front of the camera and talk to you guys, because we know a lot of you, either you're in the same boat as we're in, or you're planning to be in the same boat as we're in. So the card that's in your wallet matters greatly. In the past, we've talked about making sure that you're not losing money, you know, so the card that you do carry, while it may have perks, while you may want to use it as a travel card,
Mhm.
because they do give great redemption for airfare, you know, those of us that travel quite a bit, you also want to make sure that it makes sense. What value is this card giving you?
So, if you're thinking of making the jump abroad or living your life, your dream life abroad, we're here to help you keep your money in your pocket, not in Amex's pocket.
Yes. So go on ahead and hit subscribe for more honest takes on Expat life, budget travel, and retirement abroad. And please go on ahead and tag a friend. Share this with a friend that may be considering hopping on that boat like we have been. It might just save them hundreds. Stick around for the next video.